Thomas and friends, making tracks to great destinations.
Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them, because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy.
The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Who's that puffing down the track? It's Thomas! Hello, Thomas! Hello, everybody! Welcome to the island of Sodor. Today on the island of Sodor, we find out what happens when Elizabeth collects some Christmas cakes. And we watch Edward racing across the island. But first, everyone wants to win the prize for the smartest engine. Thomas and Percy are playing hide and seek. Percy is hiding from Thomas. Percy blows his whistle to help Thomas find him. When Thomas is close, Percy's whistle sounds very loud. When Thomas is far away, Percy's whistle sounds very quiet. Where should Thomas look first? At Knapford Station? Thomas listens to Percy's whistle. It sounds very quiet. Percy isn't hiding here. Where should Thomas look next? In Henry's tunnel. Thomas listens to Percy's whistle. It's louder, but it's still not very loud. Percy isn't there, but Thomas is getting closer. Where else can Thomas look? Tidmouth Sheds. Now, Percy's whistle sounds very loud. Percy must be hiding in there. We found you, Percy! Well done, Thomas.
You'll be a big success.
It was Christmas time on the island of Sodor, and Sir Topham Hatt's engines were busy. The snow made their journeys difficult. They had to work hard to deliver passengers and goods to their destinations on time. This made the engines feel very reliable. Elizabeth pulled into the fitter's yard with Thomas's snowplow. "I don't need that silly old thing," huffed Thomas. "Stuff and nonsense," steamed Elizabeth. "You can't be a reliable engine if you can't get through the snow." That made Thomas cross. "You know I'm reliable. I just don't like my snowplow." "Elizabeth is rude," Thomas chuffed. "And this snowplow makes my buffers ache." Later, Thomas saw Sir Topham Hatt talking to Elizabeth. "The Sodor cake factory is snowed in. Their Christmas cakes must get to the docks before the ship sails for the mainland. Let me do the job." "I need you on your line, Thomas. Besides, Elizabeth knows those roads well. She's very reliable." "I'm reliable too," huffed Thomas. "Apparently not reliable enough," Elizabeth chuffed. Now Thomas was crosser still. The snow was heavy, but Thomas arrived at every station right on time. Elizabeth was struggling to stay on the road. Her wheels did not like the slippery ice at all. When Thomas arrived at the docks to pick up Terence, he was surprised that Elizabeth had not returned. "The ship will miss the tide," said the dock manager, "and the children won't have their Christmas cakes. Thomas, go and look for Elizabeth at once." "Yes, sir," answered Thomas. "Perhaps Elizabeth isn't so reliable after all," he whispered. At the cake factory, Elizabeth was piled high with crates of Christmas cakes. "Sir Topham Hatt's counting on me. I mustn't be late." She chuffed onto the icy road. Suddenly, she was on a steep hill. Her driver applied the brakes. Elizabeth slid out of control into a deep snowdrift. Poor Elizabeth. Thomas and Terence puffed through the swirling snow. They couldn't see Elizabeth anywhere. Soon they spotted her driver. He was standing by the level crossing. "Elizabeth is stuck under the snow," her driver explained. "I need help to dig her out." Terence rescued her in no time. "We will have to hurry," said Thomas. "It wasn't your fault, Elizabeth. It's the slippery roads." Elizabeth felt much better. Thomas chuffed and puffed as fast as he could. They reached the docks just in time. Sir Topham Hatt was delighted to see the bakery crates and that Elizabeth was safe and well. "We'll get you unloaded immediately." "Now the children will have their Christmas cakes," said Thomas. "Well done," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Oh, thank you, Thomas," said Elizabeth. "You and I are both reliable." Thomas agreed. Thomas and Percy have to move some troublesome trucks. Thomas is pushing. And Percy is pushing too. But the troublesome trucks are going nowhere. Can you see why? That's right. Thomas and Percy are pushing against each other. No wonder it's so difficult. Let's try this again. This time, Thomas is pulling instead of pushing. And so is Percy. But the troublesome trucks are still not moving. Do you know why? Thomas and Percy are now pulling against each other. What should they do? Exactly. One should push and the other should pull. And between them, Thomas and Percy will move those troublesome trucks in no time. Working together makes a job easier.